Hello and welcome to lesson number 2 in the FIS Binary Education tutorials. In today's lesson, we will be discussing why it is important to learn how to trade on your own. Now, there's just a lot of reasons why it is important to learn how to trade on your own, but I have listed out a few. Now, the first and most, the most important reason, alright, amongst other reasons, is the one, it helps protect you from scam programs. Now, if you learn how to trade on your own, or if you know how to trade on your own, you do not depend on anyone for signals. As a result, you are able to avoid scam programs who end up like scammers out there who end up promising you the world. For instance, auto robots out there, they promise you the world that they're gonna turn your $500 investment into $1 million in the next 1 week. And all that, you do avoid such programs if you learn how to trade on your own. Now, the second one is you learn how to gain control over your emotions. Alright? Now, gaining control over your emotions is one of the most critical and key things to success when it comes to binary options. If you're unable to control or gain control over your emotions, you will end up taking a lot of trades based on emotions, and you will end up wiping your account down to zero in no time. All right, now the third most important reason is that it helps you improve upon your trading skills and experience. Now, the more you trade, you will sharpen your skills, because as and when you do lose trades, you end up improving upon your current trading strategy. In the long run, you end up sharpening your trading skills as well as trading experience. All right. Now, the fourth reason is that it helps you take responsibility for your losses. Now, in this case, what happens is that once you lose a trade, you know that, okay, I took the trade, I made a trading decision, and I lost out. So what you do is you are able to accept responsibility for your losses, and therefore you're able to improve upon your trading strategy, and therefore move further to increase your winning rates. Now, the final and also most critical important reason why you will have to learn to trade on your own is that it helps you to be self-sufficient. Alright, you do not have to depend on anyone for signals. You do not have to depend on auto robots to trade for you. You do not have to depend on signal providers to provide you with signals and all that. Alright, now you are able to gain control over your trading experience, and as a result, it makes you self-sufficient. And that's the key to learning how to trade on your own, just to be self-sufficient and to be able to take trading decisions on your own. All right, now the other disadvantages associated with not learning how to trade on your own. All right, if you decide not to learn how to trade on your own, first of all, you frequently expose yourself to scam programs out there. Now, because you do not know how to trade on your own and you would like to take some trades, you're forced to buy into all the scam programs out there, the auto robots out there, the trading signal providers out there, and you end up even increasing your financial situation, because you have to pay for their services. At the end of the day, whatever invested capital you do invest in the binary options trading, you end up losing it down to zero, because they give you fake or wrong signals. All right, now the second reason, the second disadvantage if you don't learn how to trade on your own, is that you do not gain control over your emotions. All right, now your emotions are always here and there, because you do not have control over it, and you take a lot of trading decisions based on emotions, and you end up wiping your account down to zero in no time. All right, now the third reason or the third disadvantage is that it leads to lack of trading skills and experience. Now, because you do not trade on your own, you lack a lot of trading skills and you do not know how to trade. All right, which is not the best, because you need to learn how to trade on your own. All right, now the fourth reason is that you fail to take responsibility for your losses. Now, anytime you do lose a trade, you end up blaming the auto robot, or you end up blaming the signal provider. By the end of the day, you chose to invest in those people, and as a result, they gave you fake signals and you lost your trade. All right, so in order to avoid all of these frustrations, it's best to learn to trade on your own. Now, the last reason is that it gets you to be over dependent on others, all right, for trading signals, which is not the best. You shouldn't be over dependent on others for trading signals. All right. Now, I would like to answer one critical question in the binary options industry, and that is, people do ask the question, is binary options the same as gambling? Now, my answer to anyone who answers this question is, the answer is no. All right. Binary options and gambling are two different things. Now, gambling is more of a game of luck, where you play your cards right and you hope to win. All right. Now, binary options on the other hand is not a game of luck. If you go guessing and hoping to win, oh, okay, all right, you could win a few, but at the end of the day, you wipe your account down to zero in a matter of seconds. All right. But if you have a good trading strategy, which is what is key to the success, or key to success in binary options trading, if you have a trading strategy, you can make a lot of profits. All right. So what separates binary options from gambling is the fact that, one, binary options is not a guessing game, and two, you can only be successful at binary options trading if you know how to trade, if you can perform technical analysis and you can perform fundamental analysis as well. All right. So binary options and gambling are not the same. All right. Now, the next thing I'd like to discuss is the call and put buttons in binary options. All right. You will meet them a lot because they are the most popular buttons in the binary options industry, and I know you have heard a lot of people talk about it. Now, a call in binary options means what I have stated right on your screen. All right. Let me read it out to you. It states that placing a call trade in binary options implies that a trader, after his or her analysis, that is technical or fundamental, concludes that the price of an asset being analyzed on which he or she places his or her trade is expected to be higher than the current price of the asset by his or her chosen expiry time. Now, what this implies is that if you're expecting price to be higher, all right, by your expiry time, you choose a call. All right, after analysis, you choose a call. All right. On the other hand, if you expect price to drop or be lower than the current price, by your expiry, your chosen expiry time, you choose a put. By this, we mean that placing a put trade in binary options implies that a trader, after his or her analysis, that is fundamental or technical, concludes that the price of an asset being analyzed on which he or she places his or her trade is expected to be lower than the current price of the assets by his or her chosen expiry time. So if you expect price to drop or fall below the current price, all right, you end up choosing a put. All right. I hope you learned a lot from this particular trading lesson today. I will see you again next time, and then we will continue from where we left off. So till we do meet again, I will say take care and have a nice day.